Welcome back, my students, to a brand new episode of Comic Class. In today's lesson, guys, I wanted to talk about something that's been going on in comic book culture. Now it's happening to anime culture when it comes to the West. And it's just something that really is bothering me. Now, this is not an anime channel, nor will it ever be. But this kind of like regards an issue that's happening with comic book adaptations as well. So I thought we should talk about it. And that's the Cowboy Bebop live-action Netflix show that's adapting from the beloved anime. And yeah, so if you haven't already heard, which I'm pretty sure you have heard, the actress that's playing Faye Valentine, which is the female protagonist of Cowboy Bebop, who is very known for her type of sex appeal and stuff like that for the male viewer. And overall, just a very strong character as well as sexy, but she basically went on a rant on people that have a problem with how she looks as the character. And as a lot of people have pointed out, she attacked people for saying that she wasn't the exact body type, which I don't understand that. I think she's a little fine, body-wise, and I didn't really see people saying anything about her body. It was mostly just about her outfit not resembling enough of the character that she's adapting, playing as, I guess you could say. And I've been seeing a lot of people, even today I had to comment on this Twitter post about people actually defending this type of behavior of her attacking fans about them not liking her costume, and saying that the only reason people want it is because it's sexy. Now, I have a big problem with that, because a lot of stuff that we see in comic book adaptations, such as the MCU, DCEU, whatever you watch, whatever show it is, most of the time, and I would say most of the time, we get a pretty good adaptation of these suits. And when it regards the male character, male actors, basically, there's never an issue about being accurate to the comic book. But for some reason, anytime a female actor is playing a female superhero, somehow they feel like they have to change the outfit, and I don't understand that. There's been tons of arguments, especially with the Black Widow movie, then whenever that was coming out, that a lot of people were saying that there's a problem with the male gaze and that. But like a lot of people say, it goes both ways, because you have tons of shirtless scenes for Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Pratt as well. In the MCU, and the same thing goes for Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, Jason Momoa, and stuff like that in the DCU. And this isn't, talking about the TV shows as well, where you have, the actors for those shows too, in the Marvel shows and DC shows and comic book shows in general. And this is never an issue. It only becomes an issue when it's a female, and I don't understand that. And I feel like, had this been in people being mad about maybe Spike, the guy's playing Spike, or the other guy. I've never really watched Cowboy Bebop, so I don't really know the names of all the characters. But you know what I'm saying. All the main characters that have been announced so far. Had they had an issue with those costumes, I'm pretty sure people would not be defending it the way they're defending, Faye's costume, because to them this is an attack that regards, sexual, attraction and stuff like that, which I think is completely stupid. Because when you're adapting a character, and this is just how I feel about any adaptation, I don't like it when you can't tell what the adaptation is. I think you failed as an adaptation if you can't see the source material in it. Do I think everything needs to be 100% like the original? Of course not. And I think that a lot of us aren't like that. We just want to see as close as possible. And what they did with Faye Valentine's wardrobe, her costume, was not good. It's actually really bad and doesn't look anything like the character. So it has nothing to do with the female's body, or the actress not being the right height, like she was saying, in her rant video. It's the fact that the costume doesn't look like the character, and I'm tired of people, be it if it's a male or a female, or if it has to do with the race of the character. This argument that you don't need to look like the character is really getting on my nerves lately, because we're seeing this argument with so many things, and I can understand this was like a one and done, situation. This happens like 1 out of 10 times, with them changing stuff from the source material at such a drastic change. But this is becoming the norm to just, forget about the fans that made this possible, and instead made something for people that aren't even gonna watch it probably. And it just really gets me mad. Just I know that we have great stuff in comic books, and this isn't a comic, this is an anime, but same rule applies. If the theme itself was great and there was no problem with it, don't mess with it like the way that you're messing with it now. And I really just don't like Netflix in general for how they treat adaptations. They really don't respect the creators' visions and stuff like that, and they always change things in such a drastic way that I really have lost all respect. And I really hope that people, start not giving Netflix rights to their material and go to a different company so they can get proper adaptations and look like the characters and respect the characters that these themes are adapting from. But that's gonna be all, guys. I don't want to make a very long video about this. I was very disappointed that the actress made this about her body when I didn't see anyone talking about that. Our issue was the costume. It doesn't look anything like the anime, and I think that's a big flaw. And the fact that we have stuff like the MCU and the DCU that are very close to their comic book counterparts. I mean, when you see Henry Cavill Superman, that's Superman. When you see Ben Affleck Batman, that's Batman. Same thing goes for Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans as Captain America and Iron Man. They are legit ripped right from the comics, and there's no excuse in this day and age not to have faith in ripping straight from the comics and having faith in the audience that they're gonna love it just like they loved it in the original form, of media, be it comics, anime, whatever it is that you're taking it from, books, whatever. But that's to be all. Leave a comment down below. What's your thoughts on the actress and what she said to fans? I think that's unacceptable. I really wish Netflix would just stop adapting comic book or anime material, whatever they want to adapt. Just create original works, because you're not going to respect the original vision and the creator's vision that he had. Why work on his stuff? Why adapt it? Just make your own thing. And I don't know. I'm just very pissed off. Like I said, I don't watch Cowboy Bebop, but it's the fact that this is happening to comic book adaptations a lot, especially with Netflix. If you saw the Sandman cast, you already know what I think of that. I'm not watching it. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off, and I don't usually get pissed off. I like to keep it classy on the channel, but I'm just tired of people not respecting the source material. As someone that wants to be a writer myself, it's very disheartening to see that, it's like you don't even want your stuff adapted because you don't have faith that people will stick to what you actually created. And that's a very sad state that we're at right now in the comic book medium. In the face of adaptations that we don't even know if we're going to get a proper adaptation. And this just really needs to stop, and it needs to go back to respecting people's wishes and their visions. And yeah, overall, like I said, leave a comment down below what you think of this whole situation. I'm not going to watch it. I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop, so it really didn't matter that much to me. But it's the fact that this is happening to comic book adaptations as well. And I just think it's time that these people, get stopped. You need to stop watching their stuff. You need to make it bomb. Whatever you need to do, we have to send a message that they cannot get away with doing this all the time. We need to get proper adaptations. The same way anime gets proper adaptations of their animated material, their manga, we deserve that for American comic books. And not, changing stuff because we feel like we know better. Have trust in the creator's vision. That's why people were fans of it in the first place. That's what they fell in love with. And respect that, please. Respect the creator. That's all I want to see in the future. But that's going to be all, guys. Till next video, God bless you. And until the next lesson, keep on reading those comments.